This is the third time Chelsea have actually turned to Mauricio Pochettino and wanted to appoint him. And I think more than any other occasion, this actually represents the time they need him the most. And that is crucially because of his standing and his experience as a player's manager. Someone who has the ability and has demonstrated it time and time again of bringing the players on side, on board, with an identity, creating a culture, getting the best out of them in terms of their development tactically, but also as people. And if you think about Chelsea, they've spent something like £600 million since last summer on that squad. That is a heavy investment, and they need the right candidate to now bring out the best in those tools. Pochettino, from his time at Espanyol, when you think of Felipe Coutinho, through to Southampton, think about the way Southampton played under him, but also the profits he extracted by coaxing the best out of players like Adam Lallana while he was there. Spurs, he joined, and Harry Kane was the fourth choice striker at Tottenham at the time. His improvement of Dele Alli. And then you go to PSG, and with Paris Saint-Germain, people always say, he didn't really succeed there. He didn't win the Champions League. He didn't win the league every season. He was there. But you look at the dressing room and how he held it under control. Prior to his appointment and post his exit, there were massive public fallouts between some of the players, especially the big names like Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. But during his time there was none of that because he had a real command of the dressing room.
So, Melissa, there was all sorts of talk of a Premier League legend in the frame, a mystery man. Who are the other candidates?
I think first we have to say Pochettino is the clear front runner. When you think of the process and the starting point of it, there were three key names: Mauricio Pochettino, Luis Enrique, and Julian Nagelsmann. Now, only one of them is left standing. So it would be a huge surprise at this point if Mauricio Pochettino is not appointed. Chelsea say they are looking at other options, one of which is Vincent Kompany, held in very high esteem, but it's still early in his managerial career, and what Chelsea need at the moment, like I said, not just somebody that the players can get on board with immediately and buy into, but somebody who's demonstrated an ability to deal with tough boards. You look at Pochettino in terms of Daniel Levy and also with PSG's hierarchy, even when things weren't going right or pretty much exactly how he wanted it to. You think of Spurs and him not getting the refresh that he craved prior to that 2019 Champions League final. He never publicly fell out with the chairman at Tottenham or said anything about them. He's always been very respectful in his relationships. Now, when you look at Vincent Kompany, when you look at Ange Postecoglou from Celtic, and some of the other names on a slot, none of them have the experience that Pochettino has, not just of being a Premier League manager, being a manager of a big club, but also managing big dressing rooms, big relationships, boards with lots of differing opinions and different strategies.